English video session for class 9. The book which we are doing is Beehive. The unit is 2. The name of the unit is The Sound of Music. Part 1, that is Evelyn Glenn listens to the sound without even hearing it, is over. And now we are going to the part 2, The Shanai of Miss Bismillah Khan. The Shanai of Bismillah Khan, part 2. In the last class we have asked about the name of these people that are there, who are there in the picture, their contribution to the field of music, playing the instrument. We had asked, and I think you would have already collected those information. Now let's get into the part 2. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence, for it had shrill, unpleasant sound. Shrill, unpleasant sound. So the sound of pungi was hated by Emperor Aurangzeb, and so it was not allowed. Pungi became the generic name for reeded noise maker. Okay, reeder, the instrument which have reeds like flutes or clarinet. Okay, all these things have got reeds. What reeds? Holes in that, and the air you blow through it, it makes music. Okay, pungi became the generic name for reeded noise makers. Okay, so reeded is wind instruments. Wind instrument means what? You blow the air through the instrument and it gives you music. Example, flute. Haven't you seen a flute? It has holes, defined holes. Clarinet, and you close the holes with the fingers and blow the air. Wind, it's through that the sound is produced. Generic name is the name that is given to a class or a group, whichever musical instrument with a reeded noise maker. Pungi became the generic name, that is the whole class of musical instruments which has reeds. That is generic name for reeded noisemakers, the one which produced sound through reeded instruments. Okay, so the wind passes through it and then the sound is produced, and the examples you can say it is flute, clarinet. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of pungi. So, it is the barber community which had been taking up that the instrument, playing of the musical instrument pungi. But here is a barber who is belonging to that professional musicians. He always visited the royal family. He thought that he can improve the tone quality instead of making it like a unpleasant shrill sound. He wanted to improve the tonal quality of pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. Now, please see the changes in the first one and the second one. The first one, pungi, gave shrill and pleasant sound. Pungi is the class group of the entire group which made sound through reeded noisemakers. That is, the reeded holes will be there, and through that the wind goes and the sound is produced. So this was considered unpleasant, and nobody, Emperor Aurangzeb, banned it. But a barber from the family of this professional musicians of who played Pungi, he once decided that he will make some changes in the tone quality of Pungi. So how did he do it? First he chose a pipe. What is the nature of the pipe? Hollow stem. Okay. And what is the, it is longer and broader. Okay, it was longer and broader than Pungi. And what is the number of holes it had? 7. Okay. When he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious music were produced. See the picture. Pungi. How it is Pungi? It has a bulge in the middle. See? Yes. And the pointed ends. Now look at the Shana is hollow and long. And total number of holes. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shanai. Yes. So how is it played? When he is closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. Okay. He played the instrument before royalty and everyone was impressed. The instrument, so different from Pungi, has to be given a new name. As the story goes, since it was the first played in the Shah's chamber and was played by a Nai, Nai means barber, the instrument was named as Shenai. This musical instrument was named as Shenai. Again, observe the Pungi picture and the Shenai picture. Can you describe the structure, how it is there, and the structure of Shenai? Yes, you find the Shenai longer as well as broader than Pungi. See the 7 holes? And you have to do it closing and opening the 7 holes. And what is produced towards that end of the thing? Music. Okay? Yes. This instrument is not Pungi. So what we have to do? Once you are doing something new, so a name should be given. It's not Pungi, so new name has to be given. So what name can be given? Okay. It was the played by a Nai, that is Nai. Nai is a barbuk, is called as a barber. So played in Shah's chamber. Whose chamber? Shah, Shah's chamber. So they combined Shah and Nai, and thus the instrument, the musical instrument, was named as Chennai. Okay? Chennai. Okay? Now, the sound of Chennai began to be considered auspicious. What is auspicious? Auspicious is the one promising to bring good fortune. Auspicious The meaning of auspicious is promising to bring a good fortune. The sound of Shannai began to be considered auspicious, and for this reason, it is still played in temples and is an indispensable. What is indispensable? There, it cannot be without this, and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. In the past, the Shanai was a part of Nabat, or traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found at royal courts. Till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Okay. The sound of Shannai began to be considered auspicious, and for this reason, it is still played in temples and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. In the past, the Shanai was part of Nabat. Nabat. What is Nabat? Traditional ensemble of 9 instruments, musical instruments found at the royal court. Till recently, it was used only in temples and wedding. Where was it used? Yes, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit of bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Okay, so how he made it as the classical stage? So he brought this particular instrument, musical instrument, to the front of classical stage is the story. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearby Bihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy had travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. So, now it is about how Bismillah Khan is raised to the level of Bharat Ratna, receiving the highest civilian award in India. What happened when he was 5 years old? Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar. So he belongs to Dumrao in Bihar. Where would he go regularly? To the nearby Bihariji temple. To the Bihariji temple. And what will he sing? Bhojpuri Chaita. And what is the prize he will get? A laddu weighing 1.25 kg. Who gives this prize? The local Maharaja. So this is the beginning. And he has travelled the entire country and and outside the country also, And what is the award, highest award, civilian award he has got? Is the Bharat Ratna. Children, I would advise you to open the Google and read more about Ustad Bismillah Khan before you come to your next class. This I close. Thank you, children.